The woman came to apply for a nanny job, but the moment she sat down, her skirt tore loudly. Flustered, she quickly took off her coat and tied it around her waist to cover the split. Just as she felt a hint of relief, the man of the house walked in. He greeted her warmly, making the moment painfully awkward. Yet her small gesture of modesty caught the lady of the house's attention. Finding her honest and sincere, she hired her immediately. The woman was thrilled until she saw who she would be caring for. Her smile froze when she realized it was a man paralyzed from head to toe. Before she could recover, he suddenly stirred, revealing the helpless act was a ruse to tease her. Not long after, Isla overheard that the man had only 6 months left to live. Shocked, she wanted to leave since no amount of pay could make her watch someone waste away. But when she returned home, her family was already celebrating her new job. Though she wanted to quit, her sister reminded her the family desperately needed the money. With no choice, Isla stayed. Will had once been full of life and passion for fitness, but now the loss of movement crushed his spirit, leaving him bitter and withdrawn. He lashed out, warning her not to envy him, because soon she would end up in a wheelchair too. When he discovered his ex-girlfriend was now with his best friend, he pretended to remain calm until they left. Then the sound of shattering glass filled the room. He had smashed an old photo of them together. When Isla tried to fix the frame, he grew furious. He told her breaking it was no accident. Faced with his anger, Isla snapped back. She admitted she was only staying for the money, not because she cared. To her surprise, that blunt honesty shifted Will's attitude toward her. He began inviting her to watch movies. When he fell ill at night, she stayed by his side singing lullabies until he slept. Their walls slowly crumbled and two strangers grew closer. Determined to stop him from giving up on life, Isla decided to take him outside again. But as soon as they left the car, his wheelchair got stuck in the mud. At the horse races, the horse they backed lost badly. Frustrated, Isla ripped the betting slip without complaint. At a fine restaurant, she pleaded for them to be allowed in, but they were turned away since it was members only. Days later, Will asked her to join him at his ex-girlfriend's wedding. At first, he thought he was fine, but when he saw her in a white dress walking down the aisle, his heart ached, knowing if not for the accident, it would have been him beside her. Isla noticed the pain in his eyes. After a few drinks, she sat on his lap and asked him to dance. On the floor, they looked like a real couple. That night, they went to the beach where Isla danced wildly in the sand, and Will laughed like he had not in years. In that joy, he found the courage to live again. But just as the moment turned tender, he pushed her away. He told her he didn't want her whole life bound to a man in a wheelchair. She believed she had changed his mind, but nothing could change his decision. His words cut deep as he wished he had never met her. In Will's final days, Isla lay quietly in his arms, eyes closed, listening to the fading rhythm of his heartbeat. And then Will softly sang the lullaby she once sang to him when he was sick.